We all imagine rich people chasing attention. Luxury cars, loud logos, expensive watches, private parties. And yes, some people do exactly that. But many of the truly wealthy move in a completely different way. They are harder to notice, harder to read, harder to find. Sometimes the richest person in the room looks the most ordinary. No giant logos, no need to impress, no interest in applause. Because when wealth becomes real, it often becomes invisible. And once you understand why, you start seeing status very differently. Why people confuse noise with wealth. Most people associate money with visibility. If someone looks expensive, they assume success. If someone is loud, they assume power. If someone shows luxury, they assume wealth. But appearance and ownership are not the same thing. Many people buy the image of wealth long before they build actual wealth. Cars on loans, designer items on credit, vacations for photos, luxury dinners for social media. They are not buying comfort. They are buying perception. And perception is cheaper than freedom. That is why some of the loudest people financially are often the weakest privately. They need the world to believe they are winning, because internally, they are unsure. Real wealth usually doesn't need witnesses. The moment money changes priorities. At lower levels of income, people want visible upgrades, a better phone, a better car, a better apartment. Things that prove progress. That's normal. But when wealth reaches a certain level, priorities shift. People stop asking, "What will others think?" and start asking, "What will improve my life?" That question changes everything. Suddenly, the best purchase is not the loudest one. It's peace. Less stress, less waiting, less noise, less dependency. The wealthy often pay for convenience, privacy, efficiency, health, and time. Things that may look boring from the outside, but feel priceless from the inside. That's why outsiders often misunderstand rich people. Why privacy becomes the ultimate luxury. There is something money teaches quickly. Attention has a cost. The more visible you become, the more problems appear. Fake friendships, people who want access, people who want favors, people who want your resources, people who resent your success. Visibility can invite admiration, but it also invites pressure. So many wealthy people begin protecting what matters. They keep homes private. They keep routines private. They keep finances private. They keep family life private. Because privacy is not just secrecy. Privacy is control. It means choosing who enters your world. And when someone can afford almost anything, control becomes more valuable than attention. Old money understands something new money learns later. There is a reason old money often looks understated. Generational wealth usually learns one rule early: never confuse display with strength. Families that stay wealthy for decades often focus on assets, education, relationships, and reputation, not performance. Why underestimation can be useful. If people misread you, they reveal themselves. They speak freely. They compete unnecessarily. They expose motives. Meanwhile, quiet people gather information. Silence often wins rooms that ego loses. Why many rich people dress normal. People expect wealth to be dramatic. But confidence usually becomes simpler with age and success. When someone is secure, they stop needing symbols every day. That's why many wealthy people choose clean basics, quality materials, tailored fits, subtle watches, timeless shoes. Because style and signaling are different things. Style says, "I know who I am." Signaling says, "Please notice me." And once someone becomes comfortable internally, external noise loses value. That plain shirt may cost more than a loud designer outfit. That quiet watch may be worth more than the flashy one. But the point is not price. The point is certainty. Looking rich versus being rich. This is where many people get trapped. They spend years trying to look rich. But looking rich and being rich often move in opposite directions. Looking rich spends cash. Being rich keeps and multiplies it. Looking rich buys liabilities. Being rich buys assets. Looking rich seeks attention. Being rich seeks options. Looking rich asks, how do I appear? Being rich asks, how do I live? One lifestyle can impress strangers for a moment. The other can protect a family for generations. The highest flex no one sees. The real flex is rarely visible. It's owning your mornings. It's choosing who you work with. It's helping family quietly. It's traveling
Welcome to
without
Isla
posting
Escondida,
it. It's
luxury.
sleeping peacefully. It's having enough money that your decisions are guided by values, not desperation. That level of wealth often looks ordinary from the outside, but internally, it feels like freedom. Conclusion. The world is trained to notice noise, so it often misses substance. It notices logos, but not ownership. It notices spending, but not stability. It notices flash, but not freedom. So next time someone looks simple, calm, and unbothered, do not assume they have little. Sometimes the loudest money talks. See you in next one.